Oh. Social rights, social security used to be your right. Now the pen is your toy and you tingle at night. Yeah, we like to vote, but you don't listen, so why? I keep my fingers clean, so my body knows mine. I have gel serves, I understand the fine nerves. I tune mine, I'm inner tune. I birthed a dolly. She's demon and I call her truthfully. Symmetry storms rise up. Sandstorm thorns us. Jesus makes sense to me. I don't have to keep crucifying. It's cool so I find. It's cool so I find. It's the crew so you climb. I have mountains in my mind. I like to walk up the sides. It's a slopey slide. It's summer in the winter time. I like a tank top on mine. My body's neat and I define everything that comes to mind. Heavy pounded or golden lead. I'm melted in the night so my body is drenched. Wake up in the seas. I'm the shell in the sand and I know the seas. Now I'm a triple T. They call me the D. They call me for the D. I keep calm in front of the D. Maybe not. Children baby locks. Keeps his rock stocked. I like mine crystal and I break them down before I could not. Comfort in the things which are healing are also dreaming. They're drug dealing. I got my drug dealing. Mr. President, he's heating. Soulless or soulful, I caught him feeding. I'm feeding, my soul is healing. You call it stealing, but my clothes are still in. Stiffen. I design my breast with electrical lights. I know my nipple game is just right. When it comes to breastfeeding, my baby is alright. He knows it's electrical light. The reason it's white is kryptonite. Stay in your crib tonight. Safe if I'm on your hip for life. Hips so tight, I'm a little dog. If you know it's most world, you eat most girl. I'm totally pregnant, by the way. I never announced this on camera. Okay. I want to say this one time for the camera and like maybe the baby will see it. And I don't have to go through mommy who's my daddy. Okay, so although at the time of my pregnancy I was physically active with a man, like I was having sex with a man, unprotected for a few months before I got pregnant. It was not up until I decided to get pregnant that I got pregnant. Like the whole time we were having sex and he was coming inside of me, I wasn't pregnant. I was just regular, slim, tiny Randall. And one day I decided to get pregnant. I decided to have a baby. When I decided to have a baby that day, I didn't have sex with him. After I decided to have a baby, I had sex with him again. So the day that I decided to have a baby, I went home and I told it to my brother. And that night I went to sleep and I made a dream to basically manifest being pregnant or having a baby. So I like put my hand on my tummy and I went to dream, and like instantly, like the baby came in the dream that night, but it was like future baby, like he was a grown man then. I remember we were talking about like getting my car, right? Because I left a car on the beach in California. And then, so it was instant. And then, like, slowly, he's so active. I feel pain when I talk sometimes. My body started to grow. So if I was a confused woman, I would say that I was having sex and I got pregnant, you know? But I got pregnant because I dreamt a baby into my life. I manifested a baby. I envisioned one. I called a soul to me. I talk to him. I speak energy onto him. I bring energy. Energy is life. So I used energy to create life. Not a virgin because I was having sex, but I'm sure that's how the Virgin Mary did it. Like it was just all energy that materialized. He's doing 4 weeks, guys. I'm gonna have a baby in 4 weeks. So that's it. Like, it's so, I feel so weird because like people keep asking like, who's your baby father? Like, what's the father figure for your son? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, there is no father figure for my son. It's just me and my son. And you know what? There could be a father figure for my son because there is masculine energy that is present that has been helping me to bond with the baby and to live life with him. And it wasn't the man that I was having sex with, right? That's not him doing that. But I'm not sure if this entity wants to be a father. It could just be, although it's fatherly energy, I don't know. I don't even really want to think about it because then I have to hold somebody accountable if they don't hold themselves accountable. So at the end of the day, it's just like mommy and baby growing, randomly understanding energy, understanding how to manifest and materialize. And this was just a part of my deal. This was just the way things. Maybe I was the Virgin Mary in other lives. Don't know. So maybe this is just like my life story over again, you know? I hope that is somehow comprehensible. I'm gonna put this on YouTube, by the way. Because I just feel like it should make sense and not... It's so complicated, this life thing. Because I feel like every day, new consciousness is written into bodies, whether baby bodies or adult bodies. And some mommies are born today, babies born today with mommy, and they're given that life to take on, but then they're fed stories by mass media that suppresses that consciousness of creation, and then they don't really know how they're created. So then this story gets lost onto people of like, he's like eating up what I'm saying, I guess, and so like my body, I look so fine right now, damn. So yeah, I just feel like the story gets lost in consciousness, and I'm just maybe here to tell the truth. Like, and I thought about this on the train with another family's help a few days ago. Maybe all babies are created from the decision to have a child. Like, no baby is from having sex. Like, two people, a couple, yes, they're having sex, but they also at some point decide to have a child, and whether they're unconscious or conscious of this decision, because sometimes a child is the groundwork, Bob Marley would say the cornerstone of materializing energy. Like, it's the first big milestone of like taking the intangible and making it real. So subconsciously, this couple that's having sex, if they're unaware that they're going to create a life, they've decided to somehow build something new together, like take energy and fold it in a new way. And this is rolled into a baby, and from a baby you see their life start to change, and they different things happen to different couples. I don't really know, you know? But I was just saying. Sometimes I talk so much and I say the same thing over and over again. But it's just that, like, it's a really deep concept that I really want people to understand. Like, nothing is accidental. There's no accidental humans in the world. There is no babies. Okay, I said this before. Like, I was not created because my parents were having sex. Like, it's not true. Even though my parents weren't together. And that's the thing. Like, me and my mom had it out this past year because of this. I don't feel like I was ever on my mom's, in her belly. Like, I was never, like how I'm here now with the baby, I was never in her belly. I have this vision of me in a garden, like where she says I was born, there, but like I was further down the road from where she says I was. And you could easily say that, like, oh, you went there before, so you remember it. But like, I remember that as like my first day on earth, you know? Like, this life, that moment was my first day on earth. So it was like she found me, like she found me in a garden, and I was a baby. So the stories as you start living start to become, and it's like we accept them. And she's like, oh yeah, I had you, and that's your father, and this is that, and that is this. And I'm like, okay. But really, I never was like, okay. So yeah, I never really believed that I was created because they had sex. Like, and I never thought about previous lives before, like maybe a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. And then I started thinking about, like, maybe I existed before. Maybe my soul's old. Maybe my body's been like dancing with creation, you know? Anyways, this is somehow, I feel like this is simple scientific stuff, but it doesn't really make sense because even to me there's a lot of missing loops. Sorry. Maybe after the baby I'll think of more stuff or get back in my studies. And I'm still studying. I'm a self-study. I self-study. Like, I'm self-educated, self-taught. And I explore the body, the mind, and personal energy fields to become my source of knowledge. Like, I read books, I read articles, and I watch videos online, right? All of those, easily, I could explain how the reader plays a part in the creation of the things that they're utilizing, right? I'm not going to fully get into that today. But so even though I read books, I research, I watch videos, I still feel as though I'm self-educated because I see the part that I put into these devices that I use. I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys. I think I'm supposed to tell you guys to subscribe to my channel. I'm like on this mission to get rich. And so if I want to get rich via YouTube, y'all gotta subscribe to my channel. Totally subscribe to my channel. And I'll be doing cool stuff like I'm an artist. I try to freestyle, but I'm not that great yet. I have these open discussions with myself, and sometimes I catch them on camera, so I can share those with you. And I am now going to be doing some makeup because I have a lot of makeup right now, and I just figured why not test them out. And I live in New York, so and plus the baby, so I just figured it's a lot. Why not record it and do a YouTube channel? Plus, I started a YouTube channel when I lived in LA, and that YouTube channel was Command Studio, so this is Command Continue. And, you know, I got too deep too quickly on that YouTube channel. Things kind of got a little, like, wonky. Maybe I'll explain it some other day. Like, I'll make a video and calmly explain it. Like, what happened, why I stopped recording on that channel. And then I was gone for so long, and then I'll start over. I don't know. I don't know if this even makes sense. But to sum it all up, everybody, babies are imaginary. That's where they come from. Alright, bye.